Hello friends, welcome to my studio. Please come in and let me give you a tour of my new little cozy place, where I spend most of my filming time. I was really excited about showing you my new studio. We've been filming here for a while, I just could not get myself together for the tour. Then I realized that it was about time I did it, since I have already given you sneak peeks in my videos and reels. I'm sure you've seen them. Some of you asked me about particular decor elements, so today I will give you a detailed tour. You'll get to see every nook and cranny of my studio. Welcome aboard! We have been filming YouTube videos for more than 4 years. Our first studio was our school, but to be honest, there was no spare room that we could use just for filming purposes. It was always filled with students. So after a while, we decided to rent an apartment and film there. But it was expensive to rent just for filming, so we shared the rent with our cameraman. We had only one room for filming. We were filming there for about half a year. Then we moved to another apartment, sharing it with another colleague. It was a bigger apartment, so we ended up filming there for more than a year. Still, it was not big enough. It simply could not fit all the new products and boxes that I had coming. I guess my team members were shocked at the amount. Like, who needs all that stuff? But I definitely needed more space. I was thinking about renting an office at some point, but I got used to working close to home, just the next entrance. It took me 5 minutes to get there from home, which I think is perfect for a working place. Let's start with the hallway. There is a full-length mirror on the door. It really helps me to dress up for my videos. I can try on different outfits here till I find the best one for an intro. Here's my wardrobe. You can find most of the outerwear here, and it's also my filming wardrobe. I keep all of my outfits here, as well as my uniform. I've got so many questions about it. I buy all of my uniforms on Wildberries, including this cute pin. It's a gift from my mother-in-law. She also got it on Wildberries. So I can grab an outfit and put it on to film an intro, or grab something to wear for my online webinars. You might have noticed that I'm a huge fan of light colors. Most of my clothes are pastel. One day my husband told me that he had a surprise for me. It was in our building, but we had to go downstairs. He walked me towards an apartment and showed me keys. I could not figure it out. I asked him whether he rented a new apartment for filming, but he said that it was my own apartment. I could not believe my eyes. I didn't know how to react. I felt like both laughing and crying. It was just an ordinary apartment in our building. It was right on the first floor, so I could take an elevator to get to work. I normally go dressed up like this, wearing slippers. It's just a few floors down. I've always wanted to have a little cozy place of my own. My personal office, filled with my personal stuff that I could play around with, that would fit all of my materials. I wanted it to be perfectly organized for me, my colleagues, and models. It's a rather small apartment. It's only about 35 square meters. It used to be an apartment that we turned into a studio. Basically, we bought a small one-room apartment, but we had no idea how to use it properly. We had too many questions and no answers. So it took us some time to sort it all out. I realized that we needed a designer who could help with the project. Because we need more than just an office. It should be a proper filming studio, where each zone can be used according to its purpose, where we can move the objects to play around with different setups for filming purposes. Now let's start with the main area. The one that you get to see in my videos most of the time, and that is my working place. It's my desk, a handrest, and a lamp. Now look at this comfortable chair for clients. It has a nice velvet surface. I've been looking for a black chair, since I used to have a cream-colored one, but it got dirty pretty fast. This particular one is really comfy. It's so nice and soft. My models must be blissfully happy whenever they get to sit in it. On my side, there is also a shadeless desk lamp. There is one more lamp. This one has a round bulb to form highlights on the nails. And of course, I've got an adjustable chair. I'd say it's rather hard, but still comfortable. There's a built-in nail dust collector by Viraxo. It's my absolute favorite. One of my best possessions. Here's how I organize my place. I keep my phones on this stands. I have a work phone and a personal one. As for my nail technician stuff, I've got an e-file, a tool tray, and a timer. I keep reminding you how important it is. There is a bunch of Manicure products and macro lenses for filming. We took all the measurements and passed them on to the designer. We made a great team together. She suggested adding some golden elements, but I thought it was going to be too much for me. So we decided upon black instead for a minimalistic design. We also included many shades of pink because they look soft and girly. So there are elegant black elements and neutral white ones. I find this color combination cozy and comforting. When the designer provided us with a proper 3D visualization, we could proceed with renovation works. We hired workers, but then there was a long parade of various holidays, with each of them inevitably holding the renovation process back. Now here is my sanctum sanctorum. I think this corner right here is the most exciting thing to look into. I'm not going to open all of these drawers today, but you can give this video a big thumbs up if you want a detailed tour. This drawer has only gels in it, as well as the next one and the one after it. So you've got the idea. I had this drawer unit designed specifically for my needs, but I made a mistake and now I wish it could be 2 centimeters bigger for comfortable storage. But it still fits pretty much everything. All of my sculpting products, manicure tools, tons of drill bits, and forms. They're all in there. Now look at our gorgeous custom neon logo. As you can see, it is our company's name, Sakramel. We made this one specifically for our Nail Dazzle event last September. When we took it off, I insisted upon bringing it here. This logo makes me blissfully happy, because I've been dreaming of something like this for years. It really adds up to the composition. We went through many difficulties during this renovation. First, the workers painted the walls wrong. One of the walls should be white, because it's our background for intros, but they painted it gray. And when I saw it, I was like, where is my white background? So they had to repaint it. They also had to redo the ceiling. These factors were slowing the renovation process down, and we kept renting the previous apartment for filming purposes. But when the renovation was completed, we could not wait any longer. At that point, we could do without furniture, because getting it done was absolutely tedious. So you can see the final version of it. We moved once the walls, floors, and ceilings were done. There were no curtains, drawers, table, or even sofa, none of it. They were all added in the process. That's why it took me so long to film this video. I had to wait till the place looked great, just the way I wanted it to. Finally, the time has come for me to film this video. And I believe that in life, there's a right moment for everything. My moment is now. Now here are some of my testimonials. Wow, each one makes my heart go faster. The most remarkable one is our license. These certificates that we give to our students. You know, we went to great lengths to get this license. But now we can certify our students, and they get Russian and English copies after completing our courses. It's my pride and joy. Now that our program is certified and licensed, we can share our knowledge with the world. Overall, from the first draft project and up to the move-in stage, the renovation took about 8 to 9 months. First, it was overdue due to the holidays. Then we could not agree on the details. We also had to make some adjustments in the process, so it took quite a while, about a year. Another important testimony is my gold play button. I've been hiding this one from you. Well, I was looking forward to unboxing it in my new studio, but then I decided not to make a fuss about this button, so I unboxed it myself and put it on my drawer. Now it fills my heart with happiness. This play button is awarded to a YouTuber when their channel hits more than 1 million subscribers. It's one of my biggest achievements that I've been going for 4 years. Now, I can't hold my tears back. Take 5. Let me just tell you that sharing this with you right now means a lot to me. It's been my long-term goal, and now I want to thank each and every one of my subscribers for watching my videos. Thank you guys for leaving comments, and I highly appreciate your support. You motivate me to work on my channel, and I want to give you a new content, something fun and useful. Know that each of you has contributed to this achievement. A huge thank you for being there for me. We're all in this together. Last but not least is another award that I got last year. Our school was titled #1 online school in Russia. It's another great achievement that makes all of our teamwork worthwhile. To be honest, we thought that our offline school would also be nominated, though we ended up just a couple of points away. But this award means a lot to our school, because it indicates how prestigious being our student is. So whenever someone decides to enroll in one of our course programs, we can guarantee education by licensed professionals. We know that students can apply that knowledge working in nail salons or starting their own business and being self-employed. What else can I say? Welcome to our nail courses. Now let's move on with our tour. Some of you also wondered how we managed to turn our apartment into a studio. The thing is that we simply did not, because we needed more than just a manicure studio where me or other nail technicians could work with clients. We need this studio for filming. You should know that I never take money from my models, and we don't have an exchange relationship. They don't pay for my services. So I don't know how to turn an apartment into a manicure studio. Here we have a different format. Moving on to our next stop, which is this beautiful set of shelves with a plethora of accessories. In our studio, each wall plays a compositional role. They all serve as backgrounds, both in terms of convenience and for aesthetic purposes. Here's our gorgeous bar counter, and I love the texture our designer suggested for it. Here, I planned to film different talks or maybe interviews, as well as my videos about sterilization. I just bring my sterilizer here and talk about the process in details. As you can see, I've got tons of different accessories, including some of my previous awards. I used to judge and speak at manicure championships. But there are no manicure awards here because they are all displayed at our school. There are more than 16. And here we've got our little tea party zone. We just need to push this button and get our beverage served. And here is a drawer full of sweets. Many people think that I only eat healthy food. They believe I don't eat any sweets, which is so not true because I have a sweet tooth. So if you get to be my model, you know what to bring. Next up, we have a hidden microwave and a little fridge. Everything was thoroughly planned. Here is my new little helper. It's a photo box where we take beautiful nail pictures. You might have already seen my collection of rings. This system allows me to quickly choose the best one. I very much enjoy this area. It's really cozy. Though I think that the bar counter is too tall at the moment. Maybe I should make it a bit lower so that, we could snack here and probably film our interviews. But I'm going to stick to these decorations. I brought all of my stuff here and I did not organize it. I've been collecting these items from different stores. By the way, look. There are gifts from my students. For example, this item or this one. Some of my students give me presents, and I'm forever grateful for that. We did not limit ourselves to a particular sum of money because we really wanted this place to be pleasing to the eye. So we splurged on materials. Our floors and ceilings were very expensive, as well as the panels. But I think if you want to organize your first little manicure studio, you probably are not going to need big sums of money. We also splurged on sofas and chairs, and we have designer furniture. So yeah, we spent a lot of money. But whenever I come here on a day free from filming, just when I need to focus or spend some time on my own, to have a kids-free zone where I can think or create, this place becomes my safe space. So this studio is worth every single penny. Now let's move on to the coziest area in my filming studio, which is this little corner with our company's logo. Here we have 2 chairs for interviews, where we can just sit down and talk about different things. By the way, there is a couple of interviews on my Russian channel. Now with this vase and diffuser set, this corner looks cozy and comfortable. We also have this little pillow. This is so precious. One of my biggest dreams came true last summer. Me and my husband went to Paris. When we came back, I went on Dior website and there I saw their new collection with a map of Paris. When our designer made an illustration of our studio, it featured a houndstooth pillow. So we needed some kind of black and white pillow. When I saw this one with the map of Paris by Dior, I simply could not get myself together. I wanted to ask our friends who were going to Europe to get this pillow for us. But they canceled their trip, which made me really sad. I even thought that to buy such a bougie pillow, one has to be out of their mind. But I still kept dreaming of it. Last September, me and my husband went to visit our friends in the United States. We were having dinner when my friend appeared with a big Dior box. I realized that my husband bought something for me. I thought about this pillow, but it could also be a bag or something. But then I opened the box and saw it. I was blissfully happy. Here's the main nuance of this pillow. On the back, ta-da! Sakramel. It is our personalized embroidered Dior pillow with a map of Paris. Perfect. I just wanted to remind you all to keep dreaming. Dream big and follow your dream till it comes true. You never know how it's going to be, whether you buy that pillow or someone gives it to you. So no matter what, keep dreaming big and aiming high. This is our beautiful decorative wall with our backlit logo. It should have been more on a pink side, but I did not look at the color test and it ended up gray. It's not our brand color, but it matches the wall perfectly. So we decided to keep it. I love this place. Now, let me tell you about this wall, this panel. You might have already noticed this particular panel in the previous zone as well. It's a wallpaper made of a super tactile and soft material. But it's not its only value. Initially, our designer suggested this sort of pattern on the wall, but we could not find a printable version of it. Then a helping hand came from our in-house designer Vika. I just asked her to paint this pattern by hand. Using a computer program, she did so. It's inspired by the reference, but I like this version even better. That pattern featured flowers or butterflies. Instead, we added abstract elements, so it looks minimalistic and chic. Now, please pay special attention to my beautiful floor. Now I should be lying on it telling you about it. I wanted this particular type of flooring. It's called terrazzo. We were looking for a company who could do an epoxy version of it, but most of them refused. It's too difficult to do in such a small apartment. It's only cost efficient when done in huge shopping centers. Only one person agreed. He suggested doing a printed floor. This pattern is simply printed on paper and covered with a clear epoxy solution. It's very sturdy. The texture reminds me of acrylic or gel. It's not linoleum soft or concrete hard, something in the middle. The only drawback is that it's prone to scratches. Now let's talk about the pattern and the color combination. I came across a soap dish with this kind of pattern. I showed it to our designer Vika, asking her to draw it. She created this pattern on her computer and painted it different colors. So we could use it for this floor, which now makes it absolutely unique and one of a kind. You know, every time I come here and look at this floor, it really makes my day. It's not just tile or laminate. This is a tremendous work. I can see people who painted it and did the flooring, and I highly appreciate their efforts. There is also a couple of bonuses that we have taken care of. For example, hidden trapdoors. There is a socket that we can use for lamps or other filming equipment. It's a built-in socket, so it doesn't get in the way. On this side, there is an amazing sofa where I can chill out and relax. But its primary function is looking good in the background for webinars featuring other people. Our designer suggested a massive sofa, maybe a convertible one, but it's not our sleeping place, so it's all about the aesthetic. I have laid my eyes on curved sofas because I love their stylish and minimalistic appearance. I was looking for a perfect sofa, and I mostly focused on its upholstery. I racked my brains thinking about it, whether it should be plush or velour, pink or white or milky white, so I spent months putting my mind to it. I chose this white sofa. When I first saw it, I was squealing for joy. It's so adorable that I want to plunge into it and stay like that. Look at these cute balls. Whenever my kids come here, they just grab them to play football. Yeah, my life as it is. Now let's talk about the curtains. Finding perfect curtains was no easy task because some of them cost huge sums of money. But these particular curtains match my walls ideally. Seriously, it could not have been better. And the coolest thing about them is that I can just push this button to close or open them. I cannot do it on my own with the ceiling this high and curtains so heavy. So this is an absolutely genius idea. A huge thank you to my husband who came up with it. By the way, you can also be my guest. I'm always looking for manicure models. I mostly deal with complex nail cases, so please contact me in DM and send me pictures of your nails. Maybe you can be my next guest. Just follow me on social media for updates and I will see you soon. Now let me show you our restroom/sterilization unit. Another hideaway. Here comes more decorative stuff. I keep some of my manicure products by different brands here. And here's my little helper, aka my new hot air sterilizer. It's gorgeous and chic. And here, some of my dry tools. I need to sterilize them in craft bags now. Do you remember my haul from Wildberries? Now I'm using this document tray to air dry my manicure tools and drill bits. Recently, I have told you about my new ultrasonic cleaner. Its main perk is that it comes with a hose that I can put straight into my sink. This is a built-in sink that also looks minimalistic. We have a tap for running water as well as this smaller one for drinking water. And here's that very soap dish, the one that inspired our flooring. It is poured epoxy flooring, so there are no steps. There is a lot of place for storage, though I'm yet to organize my stuff. So I can't give you a detailed tour of my storage unit, but we designed it to be able to store a lot of stuff here. More of my beauty items. Now here's my makeup box, because I do my own makeup for videos. And here I have some spare jewelry for filming. A steamer, a first aid kit, and hairspray. Yeah, so this is my beauty corner. Now here, we have a box with some hygiene products for women. All of my clients can use them. And that's it for bathroom. I particularly enjoy this beautiful oval mirror. The designer suggested a round one, but I just thought that an oval mirror would look way better here, given the high ceiling. It's also backlit, which makes it even more beautiful. I love my new sterilization area. We have already filmed a couple of videos here, and I think this area is aesthetically pleasing, as well as the rest of our studio, of course, so I hope you enjoyed it. We have a lot of plans, and we took them into account designing this studio. We plan to film more interviews and maybe podcasts. We have already filmed a few. We also came up with a new format of live videos on YouTube. You must have noticed all the changes in my channel's appearance. So please give this video a big thumbs up and comment some of your ideas for my channel below. Let me know your thoughts about my studio. Did you enjoy this tour, and should I review my materials next? I wish you all have a little cozy place where you can feel safe, relaxed, and comfortable. And creative. Wishing you all the best. Good luck! Bye bye.